Hey crafters! I'm very excited to introduce a new sewing series here on the channel, and I'm calling this series Dream Vacation Wardrobe DIYs. It's called Dream Vacation for a reason. Afraid I am not actually going to Hawaii this summer or any far-flung glamorous vacation. Yeah, not happening. We can't, go everywhere we want to yet. That's one reason, but also, I mean, money. Yeah. That doesn't mean that I can't have kind of a vacation state of mind and let that inspire some of my creativity. Maybe you can get inspired along with me. I'm gonna try some DIY wardrobe projects to make some closet basics that could be very nice for warm weather. Hopefully some mood boosting colors, comfy styles, bright prints, stuff you could wear and have fun with, whether you're going on a vacation or going on a staycation. I'm thinking, first of all, I want to tackle a project that I have seen other people wearing and I've just loved it. I want to make my own beach pants. I'm envisioning kind of wide leg pants with fun, bright prints, or maybe tropical prints, very comfy fabric, nice and breezy. Just a cute pair of pants that you could wear with like t-shirt and some cute sandals, maybe like some big earrings, or casual enough and comfy enough that you could pull on over a swimsuit, wear them to the beach or the pool, whatever. I found, I think, a perfect piece of fabric, and I've got a brand new pants pattern that I want to try out, and I think it's gonna be perfect. So let me show you what I'm working with, and let's dive in on a little dream vacation DIY. Here we go. Well, here's our pattern. I'm really excited to try one of these blank slate patterns because I've been following this pattern creator at her Melly Sews blog and YouTube channel for a while, and I really appreciate how much information she gives to all of us learner sewers. She does great tutorials. Really appreciate her videos demonstrating techniques, and she always has fun project ideas as well as tips for working with different types of fabric, different types of patterns. Anyway, I learned a lot, so I'm excited to try one of her patterns. Let's take a look. Yeah, this guy looks like just about as basic as a pant pattern gets. There's a pattern piece for one leg and a pattern piece for the other leg. If you want, you could add pockets, you can add a drawstring, and there you go. That's my kind of project. But something that's really cool, they also have a couple pages of tips for dealing with fit issues, like different gatherings if the fabric doesn't quite fit or it's puckering in weird places, what to do. Well, that's exactly what I need as a learner sewer, so I appreciate those tips. I actually took the pattern suggestion and made a pair of shorts as just a mock-up, and I wanted to test out the pattern on me. It fit pretty well as is without a lot of modification. I then also just went on and made a pair of PJ pants using the long pant pattern, I left off the pockets and I just did an elastic waist instead of the drawstring, and those have been really comfy. So I think I'm ready to do the real deal. And let me show you in a better view about this amazing fabric we have going on here. Okay, so here is the full piece of fabric. Now, I got this piece secondhand, so I don't know its full story. It is a doubled over piece of fabric, so it's almost a really big tube. There's a line of stitching on this side, and then there's actually some seams. Kind of hard to see, but there's a hem on each end of the fabric. So I'm not sure if this was maybe a large panel and somebody started doing a project with it, or if it came like this. It seems like it might be block printed because there are a few little places where like a little bit of the fabric didn't quite get painted, And I'm also noticing, like, got like a little designation down here. Something or other international? I don't know. I can't read the rest. I'm not sure. Man, maybe you guys can help me a little bit because I am not a fabric expert, but I'm wondering if this might be from Thailand, maybe Southeast Asia. Not sure, but I do love the birds and I love the flowers. It's a really heavy cotton, so I think this will be great for some beachy pants. Now, there's not that much fabric there. I may have to make these kind of cropped. I might not be able to do the pockets. That's okay. We'll just play around with it, see what we can do, because I love this stuff. All right, well, let me get to playing around with the pattern pieces, and I'll show you what I come up with. Well, I got my pattern on the fabric. I know it looks a little funny. That yellow top part is actually my piece from the shorts mock-up I tried, and I just liked the way it fit, so I ended up just using that as the top part of my pattern, and then you can see I got the rest of the leg as well. Okay, it's pretty tight on the fabric. I'm actually using the already hemmed bit as possibly the hem at the bottom of the pants. Now, that's going to make the pants a little long, but I'm hoping to roll up that hem as kind of a cool cuff maybe at the bottom. We'll see. I could always unpick the sewing and cut it down later if I need to. I also discovered that the pattern doesn't line up on the front panel and the back panel exactly, and I don't have extra fabric to work with making the pattern match on each leg. So you know what? We're just rolling with that, and we're going to say it's supposed to be like that. Boho hippie pants, right? Yeah, that's what we're going for. So I think I'm glad I have enough fabric to at least make this work. And, oh no, I just realized I need to cut out the pockets. Oh, shoot. Okay. I might have to slide this over a little bit to one side of the fabric and see if I can finagle the pockets in. Ugh. All right, well, I'll play around with that and I'll show you once I have the pieces all cut out. Okay, well, I got all of those pieces cut out. Yeah, I did have plenty of room for the pockets and the waistband. You can see that all of these pieces are doubled over. So I've got two of my leg pieces over here, right sides together, and then I got two pieces for the drawstring. Then I actually have 4 pieces for the pockets. So those are the pieces we need, plus a little bit of elastic we'll get out later. But hey, let's look at the pattern. Let's see what our next steps are. Hey, well, I really love how this pattern is pretty straightforward. The pockets are basically going to be 2 pieces sewn together. You turn them right sides out, and then you fold one of the corners over and you stitch them on to the front of the pants. And the pattern does show where those should go, so I'll have to mark that onto my pant leg before I stitch some of those pockets on. That's cool. Hey, and then for sewing up the pants. Okay, so I'm going to sew up the the front seam and the back seam. Wait, back seam, front seam. Anyway, gonna sew up the edges. That one. And that one. Sew up the curvy bits. And then we flip things around and sew up the center seam of the pant leg. Hey, that's cool. All right, so onto the pockets and then pant legs. Exciting! It looks like pants. Yes! Hey, so I did sew up the seams of the pant legs. Just a note, I also did a zigzag stitch over the raw edges of the fabric just to try to keep them from raveling too much. I don't have a serger, but that would be the best thing to use here, or there are other ways to finish seams too. So you pick what you want to do on that one. Let's take a peek. Now, what we got to do next, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. See what we're looking at. All right. Well, we got that sewn up. Next step, I need to make some little buttonholes for the drawstring. Then I got to do a little ironing, and a little folding over, and a little pinning. And then I'm going to stitch the tube for the waistband drawstring, which is really cool. Okay, so then I've got my little drawstring pieces, fold those in half and stitch those. They get stitched to some elastic, and then that gets inserted into the buttonhole. They suggest you could do one buttonhole in the front. I think I'm going to do two, just for, one for each end of the drawstring. And that's what I got to do. I also need to, hem the pants as well. So, all right, we're getting there. Woohoo! Good morning, guys. It is the next day, and as you can see, we have some pants. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about how these are turning out. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so you guys saw me last night working on a little tie for the waist. It is partially elastic and partially fabric. So you see the fabric ties, but there is elastic inside, and that helps make the waistband super comfy. And then, of course, we threaded that through those buttonholes that I'd made. I ended up reinforcing those with a little bit of iron-on interfacing. You saw that white material that I was putting behind those just to strengthen things a little bit. To put the tube in, I just attached a safety pin to one end of the tie and push it through the holes. And then, of course, you can adjust the waistband to fit however you like. Man, I am really loving these pockets, the way they've turned out. Of course, I added some wooden buttons. I didn't bother with buttonholes. I just sewed some buttons down on those flaps, and I think those are really, really cute. Now, I have tried the pants on, and the length is pretty good. I had to get a little tricky rolling that cuff. Remember, I had the rolled edge of the fabric as the bottom. I flipped things over a few different ways to get kind of a cuff look, and I think I'm going to just hand sew that down to get the cuff for my pants. So that's my last step, you guys. Well, I'm gonna go do that, and while I do, hey, punch that like button if you want to tell me if you like this video. Of course, subscribe for more videos from Partners in Craft, because we've got lots of good projects coming your way. Thanks for sharing the love, you guys. That does make a big difference on our channel here. And I'm gonna go do a little sewing, and I'll have to show you how these look.